right, here he is, the #1 UFC welterweight contender. He has never fought for the title before, but on the strength of a long winning streak, he has arrived at the precipice of a world championship here tonight.
He's been working so long to put himself in this position. He has been working so diligently to try to earn himself a shot at a championship. Tonight he gets that opportunity. He is a well-rounded fighter. He's so tremendous in all aspects of mixed martial arts. I cannot wait to see him compete and try to become the champion.
And I'm not sure that any athlete in this welterweight division has handled adversity, professional and otherwise, as well as this man has. He is forged as he hits the proving ground for his first UFC title fight tonight. Well, they are not knocking the D2 National Wrestling Championship anymore because now Kamaru Usman has some UFC gold to go with it. A huge effort to dethrone Tyron Woodley not all that long ago, and now Usman's got that target on his back.
And he also has an undying belief in himself. He believes that through all the hard work, the result will show when he steps in the octagon. He has underrated striking. And because everyone fears his wrestling, a lot of his striking opportunities open up even more. But the moment Usman grabs you, he can control you in a way that not many guys in the UFC can. We saw that in the Woodley fight. We saw that in the Dos Anjos fight. That's why he is the best fighter at 170 pounds.
And when your bout agreement says Kamaru Usman on it, get ready for
Grab a lunch pail.
25
Grab your lunch pail.
You might need a helmet, too, if that's allowed. Kamaru Usman getting ready to go here tonight. The Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman, has graced the octagon. He's ready to fight. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Joaquin Buckley. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200, I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
Nicely done with the kick there. All right, so there it is. First takedown of the fight, and on the first attempt, no less. Did you expect a little bit more resistance from the kickboxer there?
A little bit, because he was so sure that he could defend these takedowns. That confidence came from the practice room. But once again, it's one thing to do it in practice opposed to doing it under the lights. This wrestler is next level. Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg. Massive shot from the top.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Making all these shots count.
Come on, let's work.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
This round, we're still going to wrestle, but we got to be smarter. Defend his shots better. Circle off.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here we go with round two. And it's the sidekick now.
These guys start throwing down.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Getting him out here. He's got to be careful here.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Kamaru Usman.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. This is a terrible position.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Nicely done. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two.
Oh.
Give me hard hammer fist now.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Usman ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It is very hard to get back up after getting taken out. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. 20 seconds now remain in the round.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, round 3 coming up next.
Stop!
Everything is going exactly like we planned. He cannot handle the striking. Listen, you're going to handle it. Just keep.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5. Able to land there with the straight left. Nice deceptive level change to get the takedown. Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom. Usman's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Good work from the top here by Usman.
Yep, got to be very careful.
Right back!
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Oh, nice.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive. He is officially run.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You can tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and lands some big knees from in close. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into things. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Strong hook lands. What a round. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here is round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into the opponent's thigh, beating his leg up.
Throwing that jab, no good. Oh, he lands another. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Obvious redness on the right side of his body.
Good jab there by the champion.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Grips the body there.
A lot of trouble.
All right, time to hit the Sunoco station. Both of these fighters are on empty.
This looks like when I played video games as a 7-year-old. And I didn't know nothing but button mashing. You two guys have button mashed to the point that neither one of you can find a knockout. You better hope your parents are walking over and watch you guys be that fatigued. This is embarrassing. Learn to play the game. Now he's going full mount.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
He's got to be careful here. Big right hook there by the champ.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Under a minute to go in round 4.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Kamaru Usman. Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Here we go, 5th and final round. That'll do it!
Oh my goodness!
Unbelievable. Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 7 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by knockout, and this was a no-doubter. This is a bonus winning performance, and again, adding to his Hall of Fame legacy with a big win tonight.
Usman has done things in fighting that not even he could have expected. The way that he has improved in every area of mixed martial arts is really special, and tonight, it was the hand speed and the power that leads him to victory. He gets a beautiful knockout. Great job, Kamaru.
And he said he would like to get one more in later this year. A result like this is certainly going to help that cause. Congratulations to the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.